Hello, thank you for joining us. I am your host, Benji. It is going to be a great journey together. And so let's dive into this and learn a lot. First, I would want to ask us, how are we feeling? How are we doing? And it's okay for you to, drop in a feeling, probably tired, probably stressed, probably surviving, already planning to quit, or whatever it is. It's only important for us to think about what we are feeling and actually giving it a name. This is quite important, very basic, but very foundational. The next question I want to have for you is simple. Would you describe your job using an emoji? Which emoji would you use if you were describing your job? I would really love to see some of you, sharing those emojis down on our comment sections, and we get to learn together and also interact in this way. I don't know what the craziest work stress story you've had or even experienced, but if you're like a lot of us who are alive today, you have gone through this. And so it is going to be important for us to think about workplace stress. Because a lot of times we spend our times in the workplace. And so, workplace stress, what is this? Why does your job feel like a toxic relationship? And so, it's important for us to think about the stress itself as we begin. What is stress? Stress is your body's way of saying, hii maisha si yangu. I don't feel I can handle this. It is when the person called self in you gets to a place and feels like the challenge I am facing is greater than my ability. And so you are stuck there looking at this big challenge and you do not know what to do with it. And so stress looks at us as tiny, facing great challenges, and that becomes a place for us to begin understanding what stress looks like. Now, stress in normal small doses is okay, because there is actually what we call positive stress. Positive stress is called eustress because it helps you to grow. I mean, stress which is not consistent a lot of times is good because it helps you to move, to flex a bit, to be able to do something that you were not able to do yesterday. And so you push yourself a bit hard. It is the same strain that you give yourself when you go to gym, because you push your muscles so that they are able to handle something that they were not able to handle last week. And so eustress is important for us because it helps us to grow. But then consistent stress becomes a problem to us because, again, it becomes and leads to toxicity. So it's good for us to be able to tell when we are going through consistent stress. Now, what are some of the common triggers for stress in our workplaces? I know a lot of us know this too well, and so I'll just mention a few. First, unrealistic deadlines. When your boss gives you a week's work to be done in 24 hours, it's okay for you to be logical and ask yourself, what is possible? And it's totally okay for you to do what is possible with the amount of time that is there and tell yourself, I know I have given my best. It's totally fine. Now imagine the boss is giving you that and they are asking, is this too much? And you're wondering, you don't think it's much?